Hello everybody, it's the Link here, and welcome back to another video on the Minecraft United Life SMP Season 2. Today is episode 21, and we're back to building today and starting the mega base. I've been waiting to do for a little while now, so it's nice to get that started up today. But before we go ahead and start that, there's a few things I want to show off. First, as you can see, I filled up this entire area up here with grass. So from the terrain video, I said I was going to fill this up, and now it's all filled up. It looks a lot better now. Not having a giant hole there, it just feels a lot more natural with the cliffs raised up, and now this all filled in. Here we go now. Head over to the shopping district. The other thing I want to show is the redstone shop. And I think there's also a few new shops I can go take a look at, and I guess Ryan's over there stocking up his shop. We can go ahead and see that I stocked up all the redstone things in my shop. Another thing I said I was going to show off eventually, and the time has come now, so everything's stocked up with the correct amounts. Looks like someone bought something from there, but I didn't see in the chat, so yeah, at least we're getting some business. More redstone there. Like some people bought stuff, which is nice, so to see some sales. Yeah, everything's stocked up. Wanted to show that off, except for honey blocks, because it's a little harder to get, but I stocked up what I could at this time. And yeah, I guess someone bought sticky pistons too. A lot of stuff already being bought. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I think that's all the stuff in it. I did want to take a look at the shops here real quick. So it looks like we have an enchantment shop here, which I think Ryan bought, and I like how the candles are like the articles of the enchantments. I probably won't be buying much stuff from here because I don't need any enchantments, but it's nice to have some easy access to books in case I lose some, and they're probably a little more cheaper than buying them from villagers. And then I think there's the end shop as well, something I'm actually buying a lot of for the mega base, as I'm going to be using some of the purple blocks for that, which will be cool. So I'll be back here soon to buy some of these blocks from Blaze, which I believe he owns this shop. I like the design of it, it looks pretty nice. And then Choker shop, pretty similar design to the one we had last season. And it's where you can buy shulker boxes and open any of them. No, I think they're actually in these, but I personally don't need anything from the shulker boxes, so yeah, but it's a nice shop there, and I think that's about all it. And we did have some expansion up here though for any other shops that need to be built, and I don't know if there's any more. I guess this one, I don't think I've shown off either. Los Pollos Hermanos or Los Dogos Pollos Hermanos. I don't know if he's finished it all yet, but eventually he will. Anyways, let's go. I'm going to show off where I'm going to be building the mega base. So I mentioned it before, but the mega base is going to be Hyrule Castle, but from the Wind Waker, one of my personal favorite Zelda games. And since we've done Breath of the Wild stuff a lot, I thought I'd try and do something for another game. So the entrance is going to start right around here, and it's going to be in the water here next to this. I'm going to be doing the entrance area gate thing first, along with the terrain, which is going to continue on this terrain here. I know it's kind of annoying to do that, but it won't be too much, I don't think, for my plan and all that. So we'll do that first, then come back and talk about that before starting some of the build. I don't know how much of the mega base I'm going to do today. I don't know if I'm going to do all of it or split it up into like 2 parts, because I want to do it in 2 parts at least, so it's not too long. So we'll see how far we go, but yeah, let's go ahead and start doing that. Alright everybody, so we've done a lot of work on that time lapse and we got a great start on the mega base. So of course the first thing we did was all the terrain for the area, and this should be the last time I have to do this type of terrain. Standard terrain that we did for the last couple of videos. And there's this little section here that's kind of like a small little pile for this little pillar here. And yeah, I think it looks good, matches up well with the terrain we've done before. And of course this area here will be for the rest of the castle once we build the rest of it. So you can get a general idea of how big it's going to be. It's not that big, but still a pretty decently sized area. So it will take a little while to build, especially getting all that quartz and stuff. And we also did the entrance for the castle, or like the gatehouse, I guess you could call it. And you can kind of see like the scale sort of that we're going for. So it is pretty big scale. I mean, of course it's like a luxury castle, so it's going to be big. And you can kind of see the designs that are going to be kind of repeated throughout the rest of the mega build. So of course it's going to be all made out of quartz, and there's also going to be a lot of calcite with that same sort of texturing there. Purple brick is going to be used for the roofs, which I think is a fun material that I haven't really used for these designs. For the pillars here, these little like towers on the sides will be coming back a lot. There's like a bunch of those in the main build. But yeah, so we have like a little staircase here which goes through this little entrance part, then it goes across this bridge. I have to fix this up because it's not going the right height, but this will lead up to the entrance for the other, or the actual main castle itself. But yeah, I think it turned out looking really good. The gatehouse here, both sides are pretty much the same. I like the flags on top. I'll give you a little better look at the turrets. I mean, you probably saw in time lapse what they looked like, but just for a better look, I'll fly up above and show it off. I think the roof turned out looking pretty nice. The design I came up with the castle, it will start looking better once the full castle is in. So I'm thinking the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do like the kind of walls and outside of the castle that goes around, basically that's on top of that terrain there. Kind of just outlining it, getting like the outside, and then we'll probably focus a little bit on the inside, and then maybe cut it off there and do the other half of the castle in the next video, just so this video isn't too long and I can get it out a little earlier for you guys. But yeah, now you can see kind of the standard design, and we'll move on now, and I guess we'll start up the time lapse for the walls and kind of outside of the castle. So let's get to that now. Alright everybody, so I did the next section of the build, which is the outside walls, and yeah, it's looking really nice now. And the entrance, I guess, for this as well. So as you can see at the entrance, we have more of the towers here. So that are the same design as this. Get used to this because there'll be a lot more of these similar designs coming across. Yeah, we have a little entrance here. Nice little archway, little Triforce symbol I tried to make. And it leads into this black hallway. And eventually, I'll put a warp plate here to go to the interior, since with the scale that I made it at, I can't really fit the interior here. So I'm just gonna make it so it's in like an underground area so I can have more room to build. Yeah, the rest of the walls, I like how it kind of comes out with like the stairs here, just a lot of quartz, and then near the back it kind of goes up taller just to more like standard walls. There's not really any stairs there, and then this side's a little different. There's actually like another wall that comes out here, and I see that there's a missing quartz, so I'll put that in after this. But the back here, we have this part that comes out here, and eventually there will be like a little courtyard in the back that I'll be building most likely in the next episode. And then there's another tower that's kind of floating, hanging off, connected by this little bridge here, which I think looks pretty cool. And yeah, there's a flag on it. So yeah, pretty nice progress. And I think for the last section of this video, there's these two other small courtyard areas that are on like the two sides of the building. And there's a few towers that are there, so I think I'm gonna do those two. It's not too much building, but the towers definitely take a little bit, so it'll still be a little long, but that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of the episode today. And I think we made great progress on the mega build, and episode after this we'll finish it off with the rest of the builds that we need to. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. that is the last building section of the video. With that, we did a lot more to the side of the castle with these small little courtyard areas. So of course we build up some more of these towers here, which it makes the castle look a lot more complete and nice, and they're the same design that we've seen before. And then if we go down here, we have these little courtyard areas. They're not really accessible. I don't really know how you're supposed to get to them, to be honest. I didn't really make an entrance, but they're kind of here for decoration. There's not really much going on in here besides that. There's just some places here, and I can't get out. I forgot. I might need to add like a stair there or something. We can do some live building. Get out of the way, sheep. I guess that's will work. We have this nice little overpass here. This building that kind of comes out, that is kind of cut off by the thing here, and then on the other side, it's a little different. It's not the exact same. There's this extra building here that's not on the other side, but it's the same overpass and same little turret build here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's looking nice now. And that'll be all the building for today's video. So overall, great progress on the mega base so far. Done a lot of building. It's looking really good. We just kind of got to fill in like the middle area, and there's this little courtyard part. Of course, finish off the rest of the roof. But yeah, it's looking great, and I'm happy with how it turned out. Even though it might be a little small, I probably could have made it bigger, but there's a lot of quartz that needs to go into this, so making it small was best, so I didn't have to get as much quartz. So yeah, next time we'll come back, finish the outside, finish the interior, and that will complete the mega build. And that means it will possibly be our last building video, and then the episodes after that will kind of just be wrapping up the series. So we're getting close to the end now. We announced this on the Discord server, but it is ending, or this season is ending May 17th. Pretty soon, basically a month from when I'm recording this, so gotta pick up the pace a little bit on the mega base, but we should be able to finish that. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to the other members linked below. Join the Discord server for the United Life SMP, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.